Hello again, everyone. Todd Michael Putnam here from D&D Creative Table Designs, bringing you another adventure table idea. And this one is Wicked Whispers in Willowwood. Wicked Whispers in Willowwood. And this one I haven't actually fleshed out the idea too much, other than the campaign characters will enter into Willowwood, and it seems to be like a relatively sleepy, quiet little town nestled up into the hills. And it's got trees and stuff all around it, and it's kind of a hilly region. And it's the name is Willowwood, and everything seems to be kind of quiet on the surface, except for underneath. There's like a little bit of a tension going on where the people are only so friendly, and then they just don't want to talk too much to the heroes. They'll give terse responses and curt replies, but they don't really get to know the heroes. They don't seem to want to get to know them. When they ask if they need any help, they say no, everything's fine. You can go. No work for you here. But it's almost like a methinks you protest too much type scenario. So the question is, what is the Wicked Whispers in Willowwood? What secrets are they hiding? Is the mayor himself a vampire or something? Is there some kind of a secret cult that's taken over the town, and it's growing, and it's working on getting more and more people recruited so that there's nobody left in the town who isn't a member of the cult, and growing from there. What exactly is it that's happening in Willowwood? And of course, that would make it mostly a role-playing type adventure. And I've been a big advocate for a long time, saying that just because you lay out a table scene does not in any way, shape, or form mean that there has to be combat. To the contrary, laying out a table form like this a lot of times gets people in the mood to role play, because they're drawn into the immersion of what they see before them, and it gets them more into character. And as I like to say, there's two types of people. There's people, when you see a table like this or any others that some people make, there's some people that are drawn into it, and what they see just is completely immersive, and it unleashes their imagination. And there are other people that the only thing they see is the edge of the table. That's the only thing they can see. Well, what if I go left 12 feet? And that's all they can see. And that's okay. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever style of play is best for you. But there's a lot of people that are missing a big chunk in between, where they think, oh, if there's a table that's been laid out, then that means that there's going to be combat. Well, there could be, but it also could be a huge immersive role-playing scenario where having all the minis and having all the buildings and stuff, it builds a character for the town. It helps the DM, I know it helps me, tell the story better, helps me get into the mood and get the theme going along. And it helps the players often to do role-playing as well. So that's the idea behind it, is it's a role-play adventure in order to find out the mystery, talking to lots of different people, maybe having to do a favor for this one person, and that loosens some lips just enough so that they can give them a hint for someplace else they can go for more information, or something like that. And just one thing after another eventually kind of opens things up until finally the players find out what the secret is in the town, why everyone's so tight-lipped. And somewhat discourteous, or if not discourteous, a little bit cool to them, and not really interested in helping them dig deeper as to any help that they might need or things that are going on. As far as how I built this, this here is a combination of things. First off, the elevation is provided by my Todd tiles, those 4x8s and by 2 inches tall, and 4x4 3D printed STL files. You can see them all down here, blocked up. You can download them at thangs.com, THNGS.com, and just do a search for Todd Tiles, TODD space tiles, and there's a whole bunch of different ones. So I loaded those things up to create elevation all along, as you can see, this section here, and in this section here. And the Todd tiles are all 2 inches high, all standard 2 inches high. So if you're working with Dwarven Forge or WizKids or OpenLock or DragonLock or any of those tile systems, this should probably work really great with them to complement them, to give them elevation, but without replacing them. They augment the tile systems that you might have. So as you can see, I used multiple tiles, Todd tiles, in order to lift up the elevation. In this case, this one here, 3 levels high. And then I used a variety of different platforms to sit on top of them. This one here, it's a 24 by 24 inch clear plexiglass. The same thing with this one here. And then there's some 12 inch by 12 inch ones, and those I just sat some Dwarven Forge terrain tiles on there. They're Dwarven Forge grasslands terrain tiles. Set them on top. For the 24 inch by 24 inch, I actually ordered from, it's not Deep Cut Studios, Warzone Studios. That's it, Warzone Studios. They have 24 inch by 24 inch mats that I ordered and got those in. So I've got a number of grassland mats that I can put on top of these. And so between my WizKids Icons of the Realm mats, I've got 2 of them side by side, so it'll cover up the entire table basically, with the exception of I'd put my players table on the end there so the players have room. And they can probably put a little bit of stuff on the edge here, or I'll take fold out table trays and sit them right underneath, so the players can pull them out and they can put their gear on that and roll their dice if necessary. But that gives you the base setting for everything, and then on top of that, it's just Monster Fight Club for the trees, the bushes, and the rocks, and a lot of 3D printed stuff. These are almost all 3D printed buildings from here and here. This is 3D printed. This one and this one I got from zitterdes.com, ziterdes.com, or you could go to eBay, possibly Etsy, and find a variety of buildings there. Zitterdes makes a lot of great stuff, so check them out. But most of these I got from 3D print things. They're either printable scenery. I don't think any of these are EC3D designs, but they could be. Or other ones that I just found 3D printed online already. The roads I got from a company that's out of business, but I did find there are other roads that you can find if you do a search for like Bolt Action, BOLTACTION. Bolt Action roads, they're basically for war games, for World War II war games, and you can find some dirt roads that way. So they're not the greatest. I'm still in the market to see if I can find better dirt roads, but for right now, these get the job done. And there just is not a lot of dirt roads on the marketplace. There just isn't. So, but I'll bring the thing up here so you can see how all the roads are basically combined and stuff between the various areas. And then to bridge the elevations, I use my Todd tiles. I have these guys right here, which is just basically a 4x4 that's rounded as a hump, and it just sets right in there. And so it basically makes a good enough area that, okay, the players can ride their carts up over that. That's the road for that. It's definitely not perfect, but it gets the job done. It makes the transition, and that's what matters. And by keeping all the Todd tiles a consistent 2 inches high, it allows you to do this kind of thing where you'd be guaranteed that basically it'll bridge the difference between the elevations and the terrain, and allow you to do multi-levels with transition pieces that your player characters would be able to transverse. So that's it. That's basically where everything came from. Oh, the pond is also from Monster Fight Club. Forgot about that. And most of the minis that I got here are from WizKids. Love WizKids minis. I've been buying them like crazy. They're pre-painted, and you know what? From 3 feet away on the table, they look fantastic. So I'm a huge fan of the WizKids minis, and I will continue to collect those as they come out with new ones. That is it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and if you like the content and you want to see more. Ring that bell notification so if there's anything new comes up, and which is usually once a week, you'll be the first to hear about it. And let me know in the comments what you think. Other than that, I will see you guys next adventure. Take care. Bye.